What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name, of course, is MultiKillsHD, and today in this video I want to talk about Halloween. Now, Halloween is usually a time where people go around trick-or-treating and try scaring people. For example, a lot of stories of paranormal, activities, paranormal experiences are on TV around this time. No different than you would be, watching TV during Christmas, and there's a ton of Christmas specials on TV. So, with that being said, it is almost Halloween, and it's coming up pretty soon. So about this time of year, a lot of people come out and say their experiences and some haunted places to visit and things like that. So I thought I would go ahead and more or less share my paranormal experience that I had a couple months ago. Now, if you guys remember, I made a video on this about 6 to 7 months ago, and I've never been a person that's always believed in paranormal activity, and I've always thought it was something that, people were just saying because, I don't know, they just wanted to say it. Or maybe, they saw something that could have been a shadow when it could have been like a bird in a window or whatever the case is. So, I was never a firm believer. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you my location of where I'm at. I'm about 15 to 16 miles away from, give or take, from Mansfield, Ohio. Now, Mansfield, Ohio has a lot of paranormal activity. In fact, it is one of the most haunted places in the world. Now, you may say, how does a town get, such a high ranking for being paranormal activity or haunted? Well, I want to go ahead and give you a little bit more background information. If anybody's ever watched Shawshank Redemption, it's an amazing show, probably on the top 10 list of all time of videos ever produced and made. Now, the same spot where they actually shot the video is a haunted prison, and it's actually one of the top 5 most haunted places to visit in the world. Now, they've made a ton of these videos all over the Discovery Channel, the History Channel, all those ghost finding episodes of experiences that they've had within a short period of time at the prison. Now, the prison being one of the most haunted places in the world, you get a lot of people around our town that believe in ghosts, more or less. Now, what happened to me a couple months ago was I was going ahead and getting ready to watch a live stream on twitch.tv, and I was getting ready to start streaming. Now, just right before I was getting ready to start streaming, the window all of a sudden had the curtains flying in, and it was a huge gust of air coming in out of nowhere, and it wasn't even windy that night, and I'm pretty sure that was the only breeze that even came in that entire night. So that was kind of odd in a sense. Now, about 5 minutes after that gust of air, I heard drumming. And I'm not talking about, somebody drives by the road with a loud stereo playing in their car and there's music playing. I mean, like a marching band, loud, like drum behind me. And it was near the window right where the rush of air went by. So I thought nothing of it at the time, and I did some more research. And what I found was my house is actually in the path of an Indian trail that would go from the top of Sandusky, Ohio, all the way down from the lake to Cincinnati, Ohio, going into Kentucky. So I thought that was pretty unique. And what I actually found out later on, the noise that I was hearing was an Indian drum. And the Indian drum was used by the person that was usually leading these marches through the woods with the Indians. And on certain occasions, a lot of people have heard these Indian drums in the woods, or in my case, right outside my window. So that was my unique experience with it. I would say that I'm still hesitant to say I'm a believer or not a believer at this point. I know it is only one experience, but just hearing a noise like that outside and not having anything to explain it after you turn around, it's one of the things that you really can't explain. It leaves you speechless. And probably a good 35 minutes after this happened, I didn't even know what to say. I was completely speechless. I couldn't comprehend that there was just a huge noise outside my window, and as I turned to look at it, it disappeared. That's just one of the things that you have no explanation for, and it's hard to do that. So I understand why some people are hesitant of believing or not believing, and if I would have to say, if I'm a believer of ghosts or not a believer anymore, I'd say I don't really have an opinion. I'd say that it could happen, it's a very good chance, and there's also a very good chance that it wouldn't. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name, of course, is MultiKillsHD, and I'm out.